welcome back to my channel. It's Liliana. Before we get started on anything, as always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when I post any new videos. So on to this part 3 of my Glamoween looks. This is a evil goddess, evil queen, goddess of the dead, I don't know, some kind of look. And what I was inspired by MILK1422's photo, which I will put right here on the screen. And I really liked this look. I saw it when he first posted it and I was like, I have to do that for Halloween, but I gotta do like some extra shit with it too, costume wise. So that's what I did. And if you want to see how I got this look, enough with the chit chat, just keep watching. Okay guys, so I did my eyebrows off camera and I just drew little extra hairs to make me look more, you know, evil. Let's get started on this makeup. So first things first is I already did my base off camera as well. And the makeup that I was inspired by, the shade range is like very soft glam, and then, you know, the cool part is the face. So we're just gonna go a little soft on the eyes. We're gonna jump in with the new Desi and Katie Francation palette. And I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the shade Churro, which is the shade right here. So using my Morphe blending brush, I am just going to caress Churro onto my eyes. So I'm gonna be focusing everything on the outer corner of the eyes and giving the illusion that my eyes are more angled. And winging it up. Then I'm going to go in with my blending brush from BHCOSMEtics, and I am just going to buff this out onto the lids. So once we have Churro blended onto our eyes, we're going to go back into the Francation palette, and I'm going to be using the shade Cheens, which is the dark brown shade right here. In the same brush, we are just going to put it, like tap it lightly onto the outer corner, bring it in, almost making a wing shape, and leaving it like that. Then I'm going to go through with the blending brush and buff that into Churro. So going into the Tarte Shape Tape, we are going to make a little simple cut crease. A little here, a little here. And I'm going to be taking a liner brush and just creating a cut crease shape. And then I'm going to go back in with the blending brush, not adding any more product onto it, and I'm just going to blend it over the concealer, just so it all looks really transitioned well. So all we're going to do is shimmer up the crease a little bit, and we're going to go in with Just a Kiss. And I'm just patting it through. Okay, so we're just gonna make a simple cat wing. Hopefully I can do this on camera like I did last time, because last time I was pretty happy with it. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go back through with my matte black and darken it up. So I figured out how to get through this pain in the ass foundation. Just beat it on your hand. Bam. I know you can see my lace lifting right here. Don't mind it. I'm not a professional at putting wigs on. And it's like every time I do, it gets worse and worse. Like it's like the first time I was like, damn, I got this. And the second time I was like, what the fuck happened? Now I'm gonna go through and trace fractions of the skull that I'm going to do that I showed you guys in the beginning. So it's gonna be a lot of back and forth. So I might even I might voice over this part so I can pay attention to what I'm doing. So all I'm doing here is I'm looking at MILK1422's photo, the reference photo, and I'm just tracing what I see in the image onto my face and mirroring exactly what he did. So when I get to the cheek part right here, what I'm going to do is since we're accentuating the skull of the cheekbone, I'm going to smile, bring it down, and do a straight line, and then go around it. Now that we've traced everything out, what I'm going to go do is I'm going to go ahead and go through and fill everything white, and then we're going to go in and shade everything. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start shading everything, and I'm going to go into the Morphe 35N palette, and I'm going to be using the gray shade in this palette, which is located right there. And I'm just going to carefully go through and just make sure that the skull looks like, you know, as legit as I could possibly make it. So wherever you think there would be shadow on the skull, just go ahead and shadow that in. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to outline what we traced in black and create some cracks and, you know, just make it look like she an old dead bitch. And make sure that my lines are going to be super smooth. So I'm taking my hand and I'm practicing. I'm a little shaky. I had a lot of energy drink. Okay. Take a little excess off. Okay. There we go. There's the lines we want. Okay, so you see how I made little lines right here? I don't know if you can tell the full detail, but those are the cracks in the skull. So I'm going to outline those in black. So now I'm just going to outline above the white where we put in our eyebrows. And then I'm going to go back into that Morphe palette and I'm just going to use bits of brown just to give it more depth. I don't want this like super realistic, like, you know, but I still want it to have like that certain depth. And then in that photo, I saw that there was dripping white parts, so I'm gonna go back in and do a little bit of that, dripping from the skull. Or tenderloins, I don't know, are they tenderloins? And then I'm gonna go back in with the black and just detail. So it's just a lot of going back and forth and just getting it to exactly how you might like it. And I keep looking at the reference photo just to make sure I'm doing everything correctly. Okay guys, so I'm gonna do the other side and then we'll come back and see how it all works out. Okay, so now that we have the, what was the word? Tendons?
Mm-hmm. Tendon.
Bitch, I said tenderloin. We're gonna go ahead and we're just going to shadow the nose area like in the photo. So I'm gonna take, first I'm gonna take a light brown and shadow that in. Almost like you're wearing like a skull mask. Then I'm gonna go back in one more time and detail the black just so it looks like it's a shadow. Okay, so the next step we're gonna do is we're gonna just kind of glamify my nose a little bit because it looks not how I like it. So I'm just going to line my waterline with black. So I'm going to use my color icon from Wet n Wild, and I think this is called Plumberry, and I'm just going to go ahead and line my lips. And then I'm going to go in with the Dose of Colors Desi and Katie collection again, and I'm going to be using the lipstick A Mauve Story. Then I'm going to go back into my BENNYE Clown Stack and I'm going to take a little bit of the red. So I'm going to draw one line going down. Hitting the cheekbone, going over, and then the drip. And I'm going to go back in and just draw like a few little squigglies and then leading all into it. Okay guys, so this is the final look for my evil goddess of the dead, evil queen type of look. So if you enjoyed this look, be sure to comment, like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. And until then, I will see you in my final Halloween look. Bye bye.